To continue the theme of Death Guard and Ultramarines, here is a box that has both of them, and it's called Citadel Essentials. Basically, the Citadel Essentials is supposed to give you colors, glue, paints, and a brush. And let's see how can this work. That's working pretty well. So this one cut right through it, like it's supposed to. And it was just a knife. You could use any knife, any kind of knife to do this. You can use knives, more of them, if you so had the pleasure. I would have used an axe on other things, but seems to go weirdly enough. That's the way she rolls, boys. That's the way she rolls. Let us open this magical box and see what it contains inside. You can see part of the colors. I think I'm gonna destroy the box for annoying me like this, but no. It doesn't want to be destroyed. Surely isn't Chinese to be ripped out that easily. Probably German. Oh god, already. So, here you have everything you need. You get the brush, who happens to be a star brush, which I'm not sure if you can see, but it looks amazing. Quite good for most stuff. And the colors. And they're hard to get out. Okay, first, these are the colors, which I imagine them to be bigger, but they seem to be quite well made to be used for miniatures. Small and handy. This is their size in comparison to my hand. They're kind of small. Pretty good. So you got Citadel glue, plastic glue, and it's thick. It's extra thick, made in the UK. Don't put it in fire. Do not put it in fire for your own safety. And here we have the colors. I'm going to only get one out to show it to you. Oh, God's sake, these are annoying. I hate it when things do this. Okay. I'm gonna have to rip the box out. Rip this thing as well. No, this. What is this? It has no label on it, and it feels like a smaller piece of Citadel paint. Quite frankly, all of them are. And you don't really know what to do with them, do you? Look at that. They're kind of tiny. I think they're useful to paint a few space marines, space squads, space marines, or whatever you want to paint. But what else would you paint it? Anything else for space marines? Okay, let's look at a bit of the colors. Where's the number? So you get Citadel starter brush, you get plastic glue, you get colors. We're going Armageddon dust, which I think is this one. It's not telling you, so you have to guess. What? I think this one's dead. Might be a dry, though I'm not sure. It's the only one that seems to be like that, so it's probably a dry. This one got Raktar Flesh, I think it happens to be a shade. Death Guard Green, which will be very useful. We got Balthasar Gold, which I think is this marvelous thing. Macridge Blue, amazing, for Ultramarines of course. Mephiston Red, I use that for other things. Avalon Sunset, Agras Earthshade, Morfang Brown, Cerament White, Imperial Primer, which I think is this one. Let's see. Fuck, it's gonna drop, isn't it? Wait a minute. Yes, this is the primer. Oilish in nature, liquidy, only good for priming. Look at him. So, we'll just think this is Mephiston Red, Averland Yellow, Death Guard Green, Ceramite White, Macridge Blue, and what the hell are the rest now? Well, there's one that's called, what was it again? Armageddon Dust, which might be this one, or could be any. This is the shade. I know this because it's watery, so we'll put this aside. Like maybe it's the shade, because before you buy this, if you think shades should be watery, you watch a tutorial and they're like watery, so they're supposed to be watery. What the hell are the rest? the rest of them. This one, most of them just break my mind. I mean, I guess this is the primer because the only thing that's black, and I guess they like priming with black stuff as Citadel. So I'll put this as maybe too. And there are these ones. So you know 5 colors. No, actually you would, yeah, you would know Death Guard green because it's green, it has green in it. You would probably know these two if you were looking for them, especially for them. And then you get these. So you basically know 5 colors, you don't know 2, which could be you know them or you don't, and you get 5 colors, they have no idea what they are. Besides the brush cutters and glue, who happen to be amazing, there are these ones. And you don't know what you're getting. This is the fact that if you're new to it, you don't know what you're getting. I know of my stuff. I know a few stuffs about this hobby, and these things beat me. I mean, I guess I can pretty much put them together and guess which is which. But if you're new, these five will mean nothing to you. You don't know that Lee Belcher is in fact this thing, even though it is. Quite frankly, this one is Lee Belcher. And then you get 3 shades of brown, which don't even have a name on them, so you're just gonna have to guess which one is the Armageddon one, if it's not one of those. So, or one of these. So you're gonna have to guess which one. You get something that looks pretty disturbing, like suffered, like this one. So look at it, there's something in them, but there's not. That's how they're supposed to be. And then there's these 2 brown, and this thing that you think is failed because it's not supposed to be like that. But in fact, they're supposed to be like this. I wouldn't. This is a very hard essentials to get in. You get the cutters, you get the starter brush, and you get glue. Basically, you get glue at a cheaper price, but this one's thick. I usually use the other one. What you get here isn't something you know if you haven't played. No, there's 6 colors that you don't know, and only 5 that you know. Excuse me, I was just thinking about something else. And 2 that you maybe or maybe not know. But honestly, you're not gonna know this is Flesh Shade if you just buy it. And you're not gonna know if this is just primer because if you just bought it. So in fact, you know 5 colors in what they do and what they look like, and you don't basically know 8 of them. Well, this is a good deal for a few euros. That's how much I bought it. Well, it's a good deal to get cutters, glue, and this will happen to be quite expensive in their own right, which means you pay more for these 3 than for all the set. The colors are gonna intimidate new players, new painters, or whatever. These are good. You can understand Mephiston red, Averland yellow, or Death Guard green, Marker G blue, and Ceramite white. I mean, you know them. Put them. And then you have 8 colors that you don't know, or maybe you know a few, like these 2. As I said, these 2 are in the maybe category, mostly because you might know a few stuff, and you might not even know a few of them if you watch more tutorials. But if you're new, you're pretty much fucked. You don't know what to do. You're just stuck with 8 colors that you don't know, and you're gonna mostly use those 5, more than likely. But you get these. Now, would I recommend this set for beginners? It's very hard to say if it's worth it for beginners. The cutters alone make it because the price of a cutter where I live is more expensive than the price of the box. So I went with the cutters, the brush, and the glue, and with a few of the colors. But if you're new, you also win because you pay pretty much. You pay for a very cheap thing, and you get essentials. Those colors are not supposed to last you as long as the colors you buy from Citadel that have the marking on them. They're not supposed to last you as that much, you know? And these colors are the ones you are not sure what they are. You can look them up, which would be quite amazing, and you get this. It might be intimidating to see colors that you don't know, and you don't know how to use them, by the time you learn, I have to say that it can be frightening if you're new to get all these stuff and be like, oh, I'm gonna paint, but I don't know what 8 of the colors are. And when you know those, I guess I'm gonna use those because I know them. But no, you can also use these and paint as you fit. This is a hobby. You're not really supposed to make everything as it's canonically shown. You can invent stuff. You can make brown space marines, which I think there are. I'm not sure. I guess there's someone that painted them once and I saw them, but whatever. I recommend getting this set. Also, if you can get a starter set with First Strike, if you get both of them, that's it. You won. Anyway, I was Arjun Sky. Thank you for watching.